Чат, всем привет. С вами я, Devil. Сегодня мы с вами идем добивать ивент с тетей Лизой. Это наш ивент. Нас опять заставляют ждать 2 дня. Погнали ждать 2 дня. Дождались. Почти. Вот так вот. У нас с вами начинается новая неделя. Угу.
Oh, a merchant is here. Paimon's not sure they're from Mondstadt, though. Let's go check it out.
Hello there. The name's Atafe. I'm a traveling merchant from Sumeru. Great to meet you.
Угу.
Whoa, you've made quite the journey. Guess news of our humble shop has already spread to all 4 corners of Tibet.
О,
I have to agree. This venture of yours is becoming quite well known. In fact, many well-informed merchants have heard, but most people are still not willing to take a risk. If you ask me, though, when the opportunity now, although the general public still doesn't know much about alchemical potions right now, with a little effort and marketing on your side, once you've generated enough demand, you could even increase your
Tenfold?
as long as the demand is there,
With the way you talk, Paimon can't help but be reminded of a certain other Mora-obsessed merchant.
Дори.
Wait, you did say you were from Sumeru. Maybe you know her. Ever met Dory?
Wait, you mean Lord Sangama Bay? One of the most famous merchants in all of Sumeru? That Dory? Wow. Lord Sangama Bay is one of my biggest idols. Her business sense and dedication to making Mora has always been one of my greatest inspirations.
Угу. Угу.
I was even lucky enough to visit the palace of Alcazarzaray once. It truly is a magnificent sight.
Интересно.
One day, I hope to be just like her. Up to my ears in more Mora than I can count.
Looks like we lost her. Should Paimon snap?
You're right. I seem to have strayed off topic. Back to where we were then.
Угу.
I believe I was telling you how we could make some big Mora together.
Допустим.
The idea is actually pretty simple. You produce the potions, provide me. If that sounds good to you, then we should talk according to my keen market sense.
Так. Сертификация Академии. Получается, нужно, что там же люди верят в Академию, так ведь? Если я правильно понимаю. Так. Ну так-то всегда при оптовой закупке она выходит дешевле. Если я правильно что-то понимаю в торговле. Угу. Более не магазинчиком. Это сюда. Вернее, магазином. Это мы закрыли. Угу. Тут что? А, это поручение, хер с ними. Угу. У меня еще все растет. Так. Неплохо. Так. Так. Завершаем наш торговый цикл. Я бы не сказал.
Hi, you two.
О,
It's
бля.
been a while, hasn't it?
Пришла. Мы тебя не ждали. Мы тебе не рады.
Oh, you're back. Wait. Yep. It's time for the advanced exam. This one will be harder than previous. I'm sure you have nothing to worry about. I actually had Mr. Albedo take a look at your previous potions. He was a bit amazed that someone so new to potion making could already produce such an impressive result.
Что случилось? Ладно.
He even told me that. Wow. Then if we don't pass this time, it'll be super embarrassing.
Это да.
Don't worry too much about that. Lots of things in life require a couple tries before you get it right. When I first started working as Mr. Albedo's assistant, for example, when I was studying the properties of mist flowers, I accidentally wrote another time. I had let a reagent boil for a little bit too long, and all the precious ingredients inside. A fear of making. You're absolutely right. It's just my experience talking.
Понимаю.
Whenever you're ready.
Блять. Благоухание. Нет. А. И хер с ним.
Wow. You ever thought about helping out around? Drop everything and pursue the path of an alchemy master? Huh. What do you say, traveler?
Ну, если что, мы всегда рады помочь.
If we work together,
Эх,
I'm sure we can make something super
я с тебя
amazing.
согласен.
By super amazing, do you mean you... Well, in the past, my research was mainly focused on the study of plants. But this so I started thinking a memory-enhancing potion, for example, could help people memorize them. Alternatively, a strength-enhancing... I didn't know... Well, it's certainly theoretically possible. Theory, though, is always easier than practice. And with alchemy, there are simply too many things... My bad. Sweet! Watch out, world! With a cool... Well, I'll be off then. Only one...
Последний экзамен. Что? Мы же сдали только что последний экзамен. Экспертный еще уровень, ёпа мать. Здравствуй, Маруся. Так. Приготовьте одно высшее зелье. Повысьте уровень всех элементов операционных усилений 3. Что такое операционное усиление? Так. Так. Куда так много? О, блядь. Повышаем. Вы же сказали максимум уже. Так, сегодня у нас закрытие ивента. Всех операционных усилений. Все, понял. Все. Операционное усиление, вот именно. Пойдет. Так. Так, подожди. Во. Нету ее? В смысле нету? А почему? Она же должна была прийти. Ух. Как много. Что надо сделать? Сварить зелье, да, высшего вроде бы как. Так, приготовьте одно высшее зелье. Высшее. Так. Сюда. Прям все как надо. Так. Чё такое, как дела? Так. Нет. Улучшить зелье. Ну и все. Ему его сейчас на продажу. Да можно все использовать, начинаешь. Так. А, ты приехала. Ага. Понял. Давай. Попробуем вот это. Почему нет? Что такое, Маруся? О! О! Ага. Пенсю с нами заговорил. Концентрироваться, чтобы быстрее обрабатывать документы тренировочному преследованию. Так. Управление магазином. Понимаю. Все есть. Как погода? Дела хорошо, твои как? Уже? Давай посмотрим. Ловкость, да? Вот эти подадим. Так. У нас опять здесь что у нас? Это радует, что все хорошо. Погнали. Ух, какой красивый. Ебать. Охуя он кипит, блядь. Сила. Вот это. Мудрость. Быстрая трансмутация. Это что? А, это мы можем сейчас это зелье превратить во что-то нечто большее, что ли? Так. Все высокое. Так. А, это уже максимальное, да? Подарок от мастера. Ей! Мы достигли выручки. БПшка. Так, Мора. Опыт. 40. Сколько у нас круток? Хорошо. Чтоб у нас опять по БП. Понимаю. Так. Гид. Инвентарь. Свет Сидорового озера. Забираем. Так. Так, ты не вернулась, травы не выросли, здесь ничего не поменялось, да? А что я не завершил? Растения не выросли еще. Зелье я улучшил. А, я зелье не сварил. Лучше концентрироваться, да? Создаем зельку. Завершаем розлив. Да, тут слезь-то, ёб твою мать. Так. Так. Завершите розлив. Так. О.
Oh, so you're the ones behind the potion shop I've heard so much about.
Хм.
When it comes to fulfilling requests,
О,
I heard the
здорово,
customer's
ребятки.
wish is practically your command.
Всем привет, чат.
Huh? Goro? Where did you come from? Oh, and Kirara's here too! What are you guys doing in Mondstadt?
О. А, это все надзумские. Здравствуй, Мби.
Komania Express operates all across Tibet, so I'm always on the road. I'm actually pretty familiar with Mondstadt from my
Nah.
days here in the past. General Goro, on the other hand, seems to still be getting the lay
А
of
как
the
он мог
land.
заблудиться, я
He got
стесняюсь
lost
спросить?
not too far from here.
Well, I would normally be provided with ample intel before carrying out an operation in a foreign territory. I've basically had to perform initial reconnaissance in the middle of a formal operation.
Affirmative, General. Next time, I'll procure the most detailed map of.
You can drop the formalities, Kirara. I don't expect you to report back to me like I'm your commanding officer. We hired you as a consultant. It wouldn't be fair to treat you like one of my soldiers.
Hey now, it's not like this is some one-sided partnership. We agreed, right? In exchange for my services, you'll help promote our business to the people of Watatsumi Island. Your good word will be integral in helping Komania Express become. Our future business is counting on you.
Back to Paimon's question though, you still haven't told us what you're doing in Mondstadt. You mentioned some.
Yes. It's a funny story. Recently, Watatsumi Island has been looking for ways to increase transportation efficiency. Basically, this means improving the operations of our cargo ships. So, we decided to send teams across to that to learn about the most advanced. We had just wrapped up our trip to Liyue when we heard word of your mysterious potion shop. Turns out it was the right.
Well, Paimon's gotta say, you've practically hit the jackpot by coming here.
Oh,
Так,
more customers
опа.
from abroad. My cuties sure are popular. You really do have friends all over Teyvat. Looking at your two friends here, I can't help but be reminded of my dear little wolf cub. You know what? I should introduce you sometime. In fact, once you've wrapped up your potion purchasing, why don't you both join me and my cuties for afternoon tea? I'll even bring my student along.
Afternoon tea? Sounds great! I could really use some refreshments.
Something tells me you're not going to take no for an answer. Anyway, Traveler, care to make some introductions? Guardian Mage? Wait, could it be that I'm in the presence of someone as high-ranking as Your Excellency?
Honestly, Traveler, you're gonna give the guy a heart attack. Don't be nervous, Goro. That's just, a nickname. Her real name is Lisa. She works as the librarian here in Mondstadt, and she's also the person in charge of our shop. Lisa, this is Goro. He's a super powerful general from Watatsumi Island. And this is Kirara. She's a super punctual...
Kirara. The name sounds familiar.
А,
The collection of books from Inazuma that I have in the library.
I'm glad our paths have crossed again, Miss Lisa. I hope you'll consider me for future delivery jobs.
As for my cutie's other acquaintance, I believe I've read a few articles about you, General Goro. I seem to recall more than a few references to your empathetic nature and skillful approach to
тетя Лиза
leading your
довольно
troops.
начитанная, хочу сказать.
Let me guess. Your troops are also the focus of your potion inquiry here today?
Exactly. Commercial activity between Watatsumi Island and other regions has been on the rise. What would really come in handy would be a potion that could help them...
Okay, I could definitely. When I'm out on a long delivery, you wouldn't believe how tired.
My cutie should be more than familiar with that kind of potion by now.
Принято.
Leave it to us.
Well, while you two hop to it, I'm gonna find an idle knight to deliver a letter to my little wolf cub and ask him to treat us to the pleasure of his company. Once my cuties are done.
Милая дама.
Afternoon tea on the banks of Cider Lake. Oh, wonder what that'll be like. Oh, I can't wait to find out.
I'm just glad I finally found a way to help my troops.
Генерал Гора.
I thought I've told you this before, that if you want to pass through the forest undetected, you're gonna want to wet your tails.
Oh, you're here. How's the potion coming?
Goro, Kirara, your potion is now.
Так.
Wonderful! Wow, my right shoulder was acting up from using my bow so much, but a few drops of your potion, and the pain is completely gone.
The pain from walking on all that rough terrain. It's like it was never there. I thought you dealt in potions, not magic elixirs. With this in my arsenal, I bet I could deliver 200 orders in a single day.
Looks like we've got another hit on our hands. Guess we can add the people of. Well, now that our work is out of the way, there's nothing Oh, perfect! Lisa's here!
Это она с Трейзером пришла.
I'm sorry to report, my little wolf cub appears to be busy. I sent someone to fetch him in Wolvendom, but he wasn't there. It's such a shame he's going to miss the opportunity to meet some fellow furry-eared companions. But I'm sure you'll have the chance to meet in the future. In fact, the next...
А вот, наверное, Рейзер сейчас должен. Сейчас он, мне кажется, должен подойти.
Wow, you've placed quite the sizable order. Thank you for your patronage, my Inazuman friends. If feedback on the potion is favorable, I hope you'll consider re-upping your supply when the time comes. If making the journey proves too troublesome, we can always...
Of course! I have a feeling this super powerful alchemical craft of yours could be a...
Absolutely. I'll be sure to collect detailed feedback from my troops.
Bye, Goro! Bye, Kirara!
The next time I'm in Mondstadt, I should make it an official visit. A formal meeting between Her Excellency and the Honorable Guardian Mage is sure to be a momentous occasion.
Oh, seems like that made-up title really had an impression on him. It's given him all sorts of funny ideas.
Так. Ты у нас что принесла? Так. Чуть похуже. Давай. Давайте попробуем так. Ох, так. Ага. Еще один торгаш. Так. Соберем растения. Так. Даю. Далее. Так. Там любят опт. Мы возьмем рекламу со знаменитостями. Давай попробуем так. Так. Ну и все. Осталось чуть-чуть. И мы с вами закроем. Здравствуй, Сейфан. Как у тебя дела? Какой красивый флакончик. Отправляем на склад. И попробуем. Сила есть, ловкость есть. Готовлю картоху. Так. Зелье мудрости у нас, по-моему, есть. Я потихоньку. Так. Чуть-чуть не дотягиваем. Угу. Сука. Не хватает нам баланса. Идеальный баланс. Мы наконец-то достигли. Ох. А! Так. Это, блядь, больше не на эго, это больше похоже на какую-то головоломку. По типу собери. Называется собери зелье, блядь. Так. Удовольствие. Ну, сложно назвать это удовольствием, знаешь. Так. Я... Так. улучшить. Сейчас продажи. Так, тут у нас все собрано. Да и хер с ним. А,
Wow, I have to hand it to you, cuties. I never imagined that you'd be able to bring in so much
какая
money in
жесть, а
such a
не
short
ивент.
amount of time. You're practically geniuses when it comes to business. Always so humble. Although, with results this impressive, I would say you could stand to take a bit more credit. If I had your help all the time, I bet I could take double the amount of vacation without a care in the world. With all of your hard work up to this point, of course, if you're interested in in either case,
Опа,
I
а вот и
already
Джин.
have more than enough to report back to Jean with.
Traveler, Paimon. It's been a long time.
О, а вот и мастер.
Oh, you're here. I wrapped up some business with my cuties and was just about to go report back to you at headquarters.
No need. I already talked to some other knights, so I think I have a fairly good... Looks like you've troubled the traveler to...
How could I not? When it comes to work as important as this, look at the success of the shop. I could have never produced that kind of result on my own.
Well, I do have to admit, your success is remarkable. I've been meaning to come see you for some time now, but work kept getting in the way, and I simply couldn't find the time.
Ну, крутить мы будем
Regardless,
еще не
I
скоро.
just knew I had to come thank you in person. It's truly reassuring.
Once this is all over, I've lost quite a few strands of hair to all the stress.
Of course. Seeing you cooped up in that library all the time, I was worried you might be... Perhaps I put too much on...
It wasn't that bad. After all, it's not like I was in it alone. Plus, it was fun to get back
Как
into
бы
research.
крутки еще будут
It's
далеко не
nice to
скоро.
relive those days every once in a while.
I'm glad to hear that. Thank you again for all your help, Traveler. Please take this as your compensation.
Ah, speaking of compensation, I've also prepared a little memento for you. Here, I hope you like it.
Ну-ка. Какой-то флакончик она нам отдает с зельем. А, это... Чайник опять. А. Так. Ну где этот экзамен, мать его, за ногу? Купить ингредиенты. А давайте скупать все. Почему бы и нет? Так, торговцы вернулись наши из разных регионов в Сумеру. Ладно. Так. Так. Даю. Не, ну довольно неплохо. Да, попробуем еще раз. Ловкость. Сила, ловкость. Так, и закупка по оптовой цене. Давайте так, попробуем все-таки, или это город торговли. Наконец-то.
Oh, is it? Our alchemy skills are improving. Your progress has been very impressive. In fact, according, we could start to. Then Paimon's totally going to start a class. Well, all Paimon knows right now is
Paimon.
that I'm sure this one will go. I'm ready to begin whenever you
Ой,
want.
что тебе надо? Восприятие или стойкость, да? Восприятие и стойкость. Сука. Экспертный. Давай попробуем так. Блять. Так, ну мы сдали экзамен.
All right, let me give your potion a try.
So, we passed?
What an amazing achievement, cuties. Congratulations. Now is not the time. You mastered potion making in such a short amount of time.
Exactly. I was also Anyway, thank you so much for your help. This is sure to be a critical moment.
Paimon feels like she just did.
Of course. Anyway, Traveler,
Ох. Ну и все, я считаю. Ивент мы, так сказать, закрыли. Типа тут дальше для меня вообще бесполезная вся система.
Which should I choose? Come take a look. There will definitely be something that catches your eye.
Ad Astra Abyssosk. Welcome. Thank you for completing to. Так, ну тестовые забеги мы прошли, здание легенд нам проходить смысла нету. Пойдемте по квестам. Погнали выполнять здание легенд за вентилятора. Угу.
Hey, look, she's over because she's acting as if she's talking and laughing. What? You mean you used to act like that too? So is this an invisible friend who hangs out with you sometimes? Or do they just exist in your imagination? Imagination? Imaginary. Oh, you must mean imagined friend, right? Why didn't you just say so?
Пойман.
So,
Я
this
тебе говорил о том же самом.
imaginary friend of yours. When does Paimon get to meet them?
Мы больше не играем.
Seriously?
Да,
So, imagine. Oh, Paimon was looking forward to meeting yours.
конечно, был.
No way! Because they have this game in Liyue. Have you heard of it? It's a 4-player game, but it seems. Oh,
Traveler. Fancy meeting you here.
О, алкаш.
Tone-deaf bard. What are you doing here?
Алкоголик.
I'm here because Lisa has been making some exciting new
Why does the thought of Lisa's contraptions make Paimon so nervous?
Come now, that's no way to speak about the elegant Miss Lisa. For this particular contraption, Lisa had to import some dangerous materials from Sumeru.
Dangerous?
I know, right? Apparently, though, it's called an Urnama detector.
Ага.
Sadly, Lisa isn't able to use it herself, so I'm borrowing it.
What?
Perhaps it's because she lacks a certain... If you want to know for sure, just ask...
So you can see them? Go on.
Anyway, it's all yours now, Traveler.
Do you see him? Do you see him?
Угу.
So it does work for you two.
Paimon wants to see? Wait, alright then. You'll just have to be Paimon. Flora from the flower shop always seems kinda floaty-headed. You know? Paimon bets she has an imaginary friend.
Сейчас выходи до людей докапываться, ну. Опять. Маргарита ходит из кошкиного хвоста.
There it is! Behold, a floaty imaginary friend for floaty-headed Flora!
Wait, imaginary friends can be...
Hi, Traveler. Hi, Bard. Sure, how can I help? Oh, you mean Mr. Floaty? Mr. Floaty is my bestest friend.
No fair. Paimon...
Flora, what?
What's wrong with it? I
Nah.
always wanted to be
Friends with a flying plant?
Because then when it's windy, you and your friend can fly off into the sky.
Isn't that called being...
That's... I only found out this plant existed from I think his name was... Stanley. Stanley's and you can tell he's an expert at it from the stories The Amazing Adventures of Stanley are... He's in the city at the moment. You should go ask...
That sounds like a fun idea for next time. But
Flora's a pretty mysterious kid.
Здравствуй.
which child shall we interrogate next?
Paimon's thinking. Oh, how about that little guy on the bridge?
Ебать.
No way!
Well, that is unexpected.
Timmy's imaginary friend is a ruin guard? Paimon's freaking...
What say you we post...
Huh? Paimon has a favorite line? Sir? How about we explore the... Children are more open-minded. Is that why they can think up all kinds of imaginary friends?
Fitting, isn't it? That the City of Freedom should be home to children with such boundless powers of imagination.
What about adults' imaginations? Let's ask some adults at the tavern.
Да. Заходим в таверну. Со взрослыми у таверны. Ай. Стэн Ли. Это отсылка на этого. Это отсылка на создателя комиксов. Стэна Ли. Дилюк. Кея.
The thing about wine is, you have to drink.
Seems to me you'd find some way of keeping yourself amused.
Сука.
If I didn't know any better, I would say you're being deliberate.
Just drink responsibly.
Oh, and if I did have one,
Throw you out?
you know, the same way you threw out Father's legacy.
I see no reason to cling to things that...
Is that so?
Sorry.
That's odd. Master Diluc,
Никого нету.
Seems our suspicions were right.
Like I said, a lack of childlike wonder.
So people just stop dreaming when they grow up?
This raises an interesting. Let's go and.
Nah.
How about Ellen? Someone of her
Eileen.
age surely must have some imagination left, don't you think?
Uh-oh. Somehow Paimon finds the idea of not being able to see Ellen's imaginary friend kinda scary.
Ладно. Пойдем другим путем. Чат, кстати, у меня вопрос к вам есть. Если здесь кто-то есть... из товарищей тех, кто хоть что-то понимает в персах. Джин.
Jean? What is Master Jean Ellen's imaginary friend? Yeah, she's...
Oh,
Are you always
you bet. Today, I heard Stanley. Oh, I hope I can be as outstanding.
So that you can fight shoulder to shoulder with.
I mean, obviously, I want to become a knight. And if I got to go on.
Seems Ellen really looks up to
В этом
Jean.
нет ничего плохого.
Oh, thanks. I was
Есть ты.
thinking, it's not every day I get to hang out with the honorary knight. Would you
Я
join me for
думаю
some sword
насчет
training?
доктора Байджу.
How can I smash all these training dummies at once?
Стоит ли его брать?
Shame. Didn't. How can I smash all these training dummies at once? So that's how to do it. I'm impressed.
Понимаю.
Oh, thank you.
So modest.
Well, I'm.
Ellen, she's our girl. If she can't do...
Thanks. Shoot, I got. But I'm so honorary knight. Could you deliver a message to Jack for me? He's gone adventuring at the Temple of the Lion with Stanley. Stanley's a truly legendary adventurer. We were gonna meet up tonight and discuss adventure plans.
Храм
Great.
льва.
Thank you.
Так. Да, чихать на то, что у меня отряд ниже рекомендуемого. Ну так чё, кто скажет насчет доктора Байджу?
The Temple of the Lion?
О,
We explored this place once before, didn't we? During the Storm Terror incident. Seems like it's now a hot spot for adventurers. That can only mean one thing. Looks like we can't go any further.
Not to worry. Allow me. Those who wander in the dust, the wind shall send soaring sky
а,
high.
да.
We didn't bag all the
Нихера
loot
себе.
last time.
Бывает.
Let's play.
Ну-ка.
Out of the frying pan.
How rude.
Мгм. Не работает, да, так? Угу.
Think you can get away?
Нихуя.
Wouldn't gliding be faster? Time for takeoff. Yeah.
То есть у него не лук, блядь, а дробовик какой-то.
Yeah.
Так. Здесь сундук, мы не забрали его.
Hey, are those guys?
Так.
Brace yourself.
Так. Гоба.
Think you can get away? Wouldn't gliding be faster?
Boba, get them!
Let's play. Time for takeoff.
Nice and spicy.
О,
Boba, get them!
давай. Сдуйся.
I
I was so sure I was about...
To be fair, so, you must be Jack the...
Yes. Who are you?
Actually, we came looking for you.
Ellen has a message for you. She said she won't be able to join you today to plan out your next adventure together. She'll join you some other time.
Oh, I see. I feel bad you had to come all this way to find me, and then had to rescue me.
Huh? I don't see what all the fuck.
Whoa, you are
Eh,
I must... Well then, how would everyone like to proceed? Head back or head further inside?
In which case?
Okay, motion past...
So, I'm guessing you mostly came here because you want to hear my adventure stories. Am I right?
No, we really were just looking for Jack.
What? Do you know who I am? I am Stanley, renowned adventurer of Mondstadt.
Yeah, I think we got that.
Well, your attitude says maybe you don't got that. I am Stanley, the living legend.
Ah.
Stanley who braved the Magivari.
enough already. Ugh, stop name-dropping yourself every time you open your mouth.
Он дотошный.
It's true, though. Stanley is the most amazing guy.
Well, Jack will listen, won't you? Now, where was I?
You and your partner reached the Mare Javari, a famously terrifying place with not a wisp of wind.
Precisely. There was a deathly silence in the air. A sea of ashes stretched out before us, as far as the eye could see. The Mare Javari. Suddenly, my partner was caught in a whirlpool whipped up by an evil beast. Luckily, I managed to grab hold of him just in time.
Wow. So, did he make it?
Sadly, in the end, I alone was able to set foot on home ground once
До
more.
свидания.
The gentle breeze carried me to
That poor guy. How could that happen?
Jack, you can't cry so easily if you want to be a great adventurer.
I know. Because an adventurer's proudest achievement is to die in the course of their final adventure.
Давай.
But whatever happens, no adventurer should ever die in a place where the wind doesn't blow. The wind has to bring your spirit back to Mondstadt.
That's right. To die in a place where the wind blows and to have your spirit carried back to Mondstadt in the end, that's...
Yeah. Although, the most I can aspire to right now is beginner's commissions, like clearing out the slimes clogging up the sewers.
You shouldn't die in a place with no wind. Why do they keep going on about
Не,
that?
не котирует такая шляпа.
Is that why Stanley thinks the Mare Javari is the most terrifying place in the world? Because there's no wind there?
Вот и все. Б.
Traveler, could I ask you to use the...
Детектор Нигмана. А.
What? Stanley has an imaginary friend?
It seems his imaginary friend is a seasoned warrior, covered in scars from head to foot. And a look... You're saying his imaginary friend is an idealized version? Interesting idea.
Please excuse me.
Bye, Stanley. Do you two still have time?
What is it?
A few days ago, Stanley got drunk and the weapons he took on his adventure all those years ago. I don't know whether you believe me, but apparently, since you guys are the experts at this, can you come with me to try and retrieve these two
Зачем
legendary
доставить
weapons?
такое оружие, хер пойми где?
I don't know. Outstanding individuals always come. If I can just get a hold of something impressive. Right now, I'm just a... So, what do you... I can't bring myself to tell Stanley about it, because my...
Aw, poor Jack. Let's help him out. Venti, you...
Oh, one other thing. I have a bottle of rare vintage wine that...
Dotto Punch, was it? Let's hurry.
Алкоголик, он и в Африке алкоголик. Ой. Так. Давайте пробежимся сами. Найдем тот самый меч. Хотя я больше ощущение, что это чисто блядь, миф.
Hey, that bunch of hill churls. Are they holding some kind of ceremony? And what's with that pile of knickknacks? Are they worshipping them?
Seems so. That must be the sword of brilliant valor, surely.
Disappear!
До свидания. Ёпа.
Race you! Out of the frying pan, into the fire! Ready, steady, go! Go!
With the wind!
Давай.
I'll protect us. Judgment!
Мочи гадов.
What a nuisance. Life earned.
Что-то совсем плоховато.
Lo and behold.
Are you sure? Why would hilly trolls be bowing down before...
Seems somebody tossed an old...
This is in terrible shape, and it's so basic.
Say, Jack, have you ever seen an... If you saw one in broad daylight, you wouldn't bat an eyelid. But in the pitch blackness of night, its brilliant glow is mesmerizing. Is valor not the same? When everything is going your way, it seems meaningless. Fades into the background. But when you're in...
You're right. You're right.
Let's scout around. It's
There's somebody there.
Stanley?
He's acting.
What happened?
Huh? Oh, it's nothing. Just
What? Where?
maybe another time.
Race you! Race you! Yeah!
Ой, отъебися, не до тебя. Сделку.
Lo and behold, the shield of magnificent.
Liar, liar, pants on a chunk of scrap wood with the handle attached.
There's also wine stains on it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this was.
And yet, my bard's intuition warriors wear their battle scars with pride. Surely an intact shield is one that has shied away from the battlefield. Is not the broken and though the soldier's body be tired and torn, still they fight till the very end, till they have no.
Я думаю, это
You
щит.
do have a point, Shining. Okay then. Well. Ahem. Well, okay. You take it from here. Hope you've picked up some hilly Trillium by now. Seems cheerful enough. Maybe negotiating will work after. Uh-oh. He did not seem to appreciate that. Seems cheerful enough. Maybe. Oh, yeah.
Guys, thank you so much.
Eh.
Mom, Dad, check.
Hey, what? The wine you promised. What are you doing here, Stanley?
Hey, what are you doing here, Bard?
Oh, that's
Uh-huh.
right. An after-dinner stroll, to be precise.
Paimon's starting to think Stanley might be a. Did Stanley plant the sword and shield?
Adventurers must be pretty familiar with Dada
You better believe.
Wow. Then I admire.
It's
Nah.
only to be expected of a great adventurer like
Guilty conscience much?
Well, he shouldn't have gotten so careless. Although, on further reflect, someone who can't let go of the past. I wonder if such a.
What are you talking?
I'm just me. Anyway, I.
Опять доля ангелов. Это, по-моему, таверна это. Доля ангелов. Восемнадцати, да? Да. Это в долю ангелов. Туда, в таверну. О! Кстати, как раз таки есть короткая дорога до таверны. Да блять. Мужик, иди в баню. Нам в таверну.
Tell me, Stan.
Huh? Why does he keep repeating his own name?
Surely not. Even.
Oh, Stan, it should have been me. I should have been the one to die in the Meljabari then. If only you hadn't had to save a rookie like me, you would have never died in that windless corner of the world. You were a renowned adventurer.
I think our friend really did make it to the Merjavar, but the real adventurer, the real Stanley is the one who died to.
Wait, so the only reason
I fear that maybe.
Stanley, for so many years I've lived in fear. Mondstadt must remember. Stanley reached the. Stanley will never die. I'm sorry, Stan. Are you guys planning on eavesdropping much longer?
Hey.
No.
But
Leave now.
Honorary Knight! Venti! I've been looking for you everywhere. I wanted to thank you again for helping me find this.
Oh,
Yeah, really. They even said they're gonna pay for someone to fix up the Sword of Brilliant.
that's wonderful.
No, not yet. I still don't have. Besides, I'm sure Stanley still has a few stories left to tell. Stanley, we'll see you tomorrow then. After your hangover wears off.
Stanley's really fond of that kid, don't you think? Jack left.
Oh, I see.
Huh? All of a sudden, you're facing the.
Just now, I couldn't bear to look at just a weary old feckless fraud.
you're not a total fraud.
Stories? To be honest, my memories of adventuring and of that's my biggest secret of all. All these years, I've been living to tell his story. But the one thing I can never forget is that he died in a windless land, where his spirit can never be.
Exactly. Even in his memory, the real Stanley isn't the living. Instead, he's become fixed on the image of him as that battle scar.
I'm too old. I never let go. I'm complete. No adventurer should have to go that.
Hans Archibald.
My true name? How did you know? The wind. I can hear the wind blowing in the Mare Javari.
Архонт.
You existed.
Will you hand me your old friend's spirit?
I can't believe it. Thank you all. And thank you. I'm sorry. It's gonna take me, but
Кек, блядь.
Ah, wonderful. Stanley reconnected with his This calls for a
And by libation, you.
No, the wine here's too expensive. Jack still owed. I'll head off to fetch the wine.
На старом месте.
Where's that supposed to be? Why has Paimon never heard of it? Hey, Tone Deaf Boy!
Ох. О,
Stanley, so many years after the fact, but I for one am confident.
Дилюк. Ой, в старое место. Ну да. На руки Анну Архонту. Так.
You made it.
Just tell us where you.
Yep. Well, sort of. When actually it's just a half bottle of This takes. The first time I saw this view, I hadn't even taken on this form yet. It was about 2,600 years ago, before the world had come under the rule of this. At that time, Old Mondstadt was ruled by a tyrant, who sealed off the city's perimeter with a ferocious.
Old Mondstadt? Oh, Paimon remember.
That's right. The Tyrant of the Winds who once ruled from that tower was Decarabian, god of storms. Back then, I was but a wisp among the thousand winds. I wasn't a god of anything. I didn't even have a human form. I was just a tiny elemental being who lived in the wind, a gentle breeze bringing subtle changes for the better, or tiny seeds of hope.
A tiny elemental being? Without it?
Yep. My current form is not. In Old Mondstadt transpired the story to be told, where a tyrant ruled. I met a boy not that old. The lyre he played, and for a song he sought. But storm walls blocked blue sky. He was sincerely distraught. I do so wish to see the birds in flight, said he, his strong eyes filling with light. But his voice was lost in the howling wind's churn, for the whirlwind takes and gives not in return. The true sky and songs that cageless soar, were they not wishes worth fighting for? So the boy turned, extending his hand. Let us cast down the tyrant and his walls from this land. The young boy raised then the flag of revolt, and I threw myself into freedom's tumult. Victorious were we who fought to be free. Gods fell, winds whipped, nations shook violently. In the smoke, a despot met his doom, and we watched as his great tower fell none too soon. Mondstadt began anew, the story passed down, and since then never has another worn its crown.
So then what? What happened to your friend?
Say, Paimon, do you...
Yes, of course! The suspense is killing Paimon! Now's the time you...
Getting a little... You know, but then, maybe it's right that true friends can tell what the other is thinking. A refreshing drink, a gentle breeze, back to a song that I first heard from him. Fly, fly away. Like a bird in the sky. See the world on my behalf. To the heavens may you fly.
такая история. Ой, так. Короче, сколько я знаю, и видя это все, короче, я знаю, что в следующих версиях баннера будет этот Байджу.
I can't decide whether pyro slimes taste better with salt and pepper or garlic and herbs.
Ну, это как я слышу. Как на самом деле я не знаю. Типа сейчас у нас кто будет? Теори и этот. Сейчас у нас будет кто? Вот сейчас Теори и Ито, а на второй фазе должен быть Нёва и Казуха. Ну а как я читал в следующей обнове, короче, должны быть Байджу, кто-то еще.
Is there time for a quick snack?
Я никого не принимаю в миры. Так.
If there's nothing better to do, we could go foraging for ingredients.
Ну давай грузись, ну. Во. Так, минутку.
I can't decide whether pyro slimes taste better with salt and pepper or garlic and herbs. Is there time for a quick snack? I'll whip one up in no time.
Так. Так, что-то сейчас приду. Надо немного отойти. Тут звонят просто.
If there's nothing better to do, we could go foraging for ingredients. I can't decide whether pyro slimes taste better with salt and pepper or garlic and herbs.
Так, в чат я вернулся. Приветствую тех, кто подошел.
If there's nothing better to do, we could go foraging for ingredients.
Так. Так. Ну так вот, я как я слышал, да, вот, допустим, что в следующих баннерах у нас будет этот.
Is there time for a quick snack? I'll whip one up in no time.
Где-то я увидел его. Угу. Блять, бес, не пугай. Я читаю.
If there's nothing better to do, we could go foraging for ingredients.
Тут прежде чем вот так прыгать, лучше бы это. Ой, так.
I can't decide whether pyro slimes taste better with salt and pepper or garlic and herbs.
Да, кстати, добавилось у нас одно нововведение, как руководство по улучшению персонажей. Вот. Предвестник зари, стальное жало. Так.
I wonder when I'll be as tall as my big
Ugh.
sister.
Надо идти на ебучего океанида. А, да? Серьезно? Черная кисть? А, да? Серьезно? И опять же, вот, нужно этот ёбаный океанит. Что, чат, как у кого дела? Приветствую тех, кто подошел, тех, кто присутствует. Сегодня среда, да? Завтра откроется. Поставщики фатуи, блядь. Ой, то кому там понадобился я? Так. Так. Все тупо на силу атаки.
If there's nothing better to do, we could go foraging for ingredients.
Да ёбаный по голове же, блядь. Почему я, сука, постоянно увожу в бок? Когда следующий стрим? Так, вбей команду ITG, то есть восклицательный знак Telegram. Сейчас я вобью команду. Вот здесь, получается, будет анонсы. Сейчас, если вылезет ссылка, и оно работает. Хотя Donate Alerts работает. Да, вот канал в телеге. Где у меня все анонсы. Как бы все выходит здесь. Ясно. Блять. 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 Так. И хер с ней, короче. Так. О, подожди. Ну, естественно, чтобы узнать о следующих стримах, надо подписаться на канал, чтобы тебе пришло уведомление о начале стрима. Где? О. Чат, это что такое? Это на что такая заготовка? Чат, пояснительную бригаду, пожалуйста. Заготовка двуручного меча центральных земель. Так. Ресурсы. Ага. Они были добавлены с дополнением Сумеру. И используются для ковки регалия леса и тень волны. И регалия леса. Угу. Чат, тут кто-нибудь еще есть? Не одна, но я вижу, что ты не одна. Давайте возьмем Альбедо. Ага. Саха Роуз. Здравствуй, Саша.
Huh? Looks like Timaeus isn't here today. Wait, are these two? Oh, hello, traveler in Paimon. No, just strange for him to. I see. He was called away by Albedo a little while ago.
Да я уже это посмотрел, просто как бы никто не объяснил. Я решил загуглить.
I guess it's no surprise coming from the one who repelled Storm Terror. Actually, since there's that name again, Albedo.
Но все равно спасибо.
Is he also an alchemist in Mon? Apologies, I never introduced. But Paimon's only ever seen Timaeus teaching. Yes, he's dedicated. We often get alchemists coming to Mondstadt. Wow, Paimon didn't know he was
Просто
such a big
я увидел
deal.
впервые данную заготовку, и поэтому решил спросить.
Still, it seems
А
that
так
he's
как
encountered a problem in his research recently.
ответа я не услышал, пришлось залезать в интернет.
I'm sure that Albedo would love to. Albedo is a true gentleman. He'll be sure to pay you back. I don't see why not. Test. Albedo and Timaeus will be conducting research. I'm afraid you'll have to go to the. Sorry. That's the best I. Hey, stop worrying. Sucrose is a whole lot less nervous once she gets talking about alchemy and research, huh? Is that what all researchers are like? Anyway, let's go and look for Albedo.
Так. Давайте поищем этого вашего Альбедо. О! Розария. А ты что здесь забыла?
Sister Rosaria, so here you are.
Ah.
Practice is about to.
I've told you already, I don't go in for that kind of thing. I've got more important matters to attend to.
But this event has commemorative significance. The church hopes that all sisters will be present.
Hopes? That's odd, because I don't recall a fulfill the hopes of other.
I mean, sure.
But what? You're the event organizer, aren't you? This far out from Mondstadt at this hour? Even if you set up... Who knows? Maybe this is someone...
Huh? Well,
Evidence decides what people are like, not your feelings. Maybe you're a little too trusting of other people. Don't fret, nobody's gonna blame you if you go back empty-handed. I can't imagine anyone else was delusional enough to think I was gonna show up. But if you dally any longer, you really won't make it.
you're right. It's a very important commemorative event. If I'm late, then... right, I've gotta get going.
Грубо.
Seems like
I thought I heard something. Who are you and...
we'd better watch out. She seems like it.
Oh, really? I'm
Ah.
a member of the long-standing Favonius Church.
Wait, she heard that?
And as for this outlander you seem to be following, the honorary knight that saved us from storm terror. Otherwise, depending on your answer, I could have...
What? Do the Sisters of...
We can't go turning a blind eye to hidden dangers, can we?
That doesn't sound...
Let's talk about you. What are you doing in the mountains? If it's him you're after, I made a point of noting his tracks. Many people have made their way up after the snowstorm. Let's hope that...
So...
No, this is just a professional habit of mine. I sensed elemental traces in these tracks. No, I couldn't care what you think. Come on then.
Rosaria said there were elemental traces in the tracks. They should show up pretty clearly with elemental sight. Race you!
Так.
You know, little
Снег.
pixie, your ability to appear and disappear at will is very interesting.
Yeah?
After committing a crime, you'd be able to leave the scene without a trace.
Так.
You're so suspicious. It's getting colder and colder. Rosaria, aren't you freezing?
Me? I'm all right. I got used to operating in adverse conditions a long time ago.
Huh? Seems like there's more to being a sister in the Favonius Church than Paimon realized.
Тихо. Сюда. Парни пошли сюда. Ага, а вот и Альбедо.
Is that Albedo?
The word on the street is he loves painting. He'll hang around. The views and scenery here are pretty good. Potential paintings everywhere you...
But can't he see those Uh-oh. Looks like we startled them. Enough talk. Let's take them out of the picture first.
Бей. Ага.
Who are you? Why did you alarm? Thank the gods I'd already completed my painting. Would have been ashamed to leave.
What's up with painting hilly churls?
I'm afraid the answer isn't easy to explain. If you'd like to have a look at my painting, it may give you a clue.
Wow,
Look at the detail! But some of it seems to have been done in a hurry.
You can find these hilly trails anywhere. Quite boring, in fact. Not worth closer inspection. But take a look at this specimen. The build, the coat, and there's a distinct force at work here. In the cyclical lives of such primitive communities, such unique attributes.
Hold your horses.
Ah.
Found your man. I'm headed back.
У меня терпения не хватит.
What? Don't you have any questions for him? Hey! What a weirdo.
Ну ты не забыл подписаться на канал.
Surprising. And I didn't have time to thank her.
Чтобы не пропускать следующие стримы.
From her words, it seems that you're...
We met a girl in Mondstadt, Sucrose. She said you were stuck with your research.
I see. So Sucrose sent you here.
Ну да.
Then, if I'm not mistaken, you must be the honorary knight. You've got the whole of Mondstadt talking. I've heard a bit of everything. Your actions during Storm Terror's attack, your elemental control, and quite a few other mysterious things. I'll skip to the conclusion. There's only one possibility after all. You came from afar. From another world, correct? Excellent. If I could procure your assistance, I think my research would benefit enormously. Forgive me. This must be confusing. Where should I begin? The essence of life?
Whoa. You want to start with that?
You're right. Giving a demonstration would be better than trying to explain. For example, awakening life. Breathing new life into fallen leaves.
Нихуя ты кудесник.
You can do that?
However, I have a particular seed in my possession. The method I'm taught, it's like you, in that it hails from another world. Help.
Well, if you're struggling to figure it out,
I beg to differ. I'm unable to, but you're not from the known world. By observe.
Shall we just get out of here? This sounds a little freaky.
Mora, knowledge, and the answer to the question you are seeking. It happens to be an answer that time for a change of surroundings.
Albedo and that traveler seem to have hit it off. Takes a weirdo to know one, I guess. I wonder, does this constitute a risk to Mondstadt?
Сделаем так.
Nice and spicy. Ouchie. Oh no! Ready, steady, go! a question. After the seed...
I don't know, but I feel the importance will lie in the method. Not using alchemy to awaken otherworldly life into that would constitute a big leap in my understanding of the essence of life. After awakening, even creation may be possible. Still...
No! Paimon's got a brain! But what's the seed gonna become? Isn't that more interesting than whatever it was you were saying?
Well, if it turns out to be a...
Yay! Paimon's holding you to it.
Well, let's just say occasionally. The subject of my first read... How you're able to freely manipulate elemental power is something I'd like to ascertain. I've got a few questions in that regard. Firstly, do you have any extra organs? A second heart? A fourth stomach? Things of that nature. Fascinating. And this floating child is... connected to your body in some way?
What a stupid question! Can't you see the gap between us? And another thing, it's Paimon!
I was merely considering the possibility that you were an external organ. Perhaps... Oh, that rules out that possibility. But that would mean that Paimon's elemental...
Hey! How would you...
In that case, given that there's clearly a discrepancy... Firstly, this mysterious elemental power. Let me lure a few slimes to the area.
Huh?
Direct and clear observation are imperative to a good experiment. This is just a simple exercise. Naturally, if you require a greater challenge, we could bring in 6 Oceanids.
Slimes! Slimes are fine!
Well, prepare yourself. The slimes will be here any moment.
Out of the frying pan, into the fire! Boba, get them! Nice and spiky!
With the wind!
Out of the frying pan, into the... Nice and spicy! Boba, get them!
Где этот шлепанец, блядь?
Great work. Did you feel anything out of the ordinary? If you're injured, I have a few emergency potions ready. Excellent. According to my observations, the manifestation... Now that we know that the external flow is manifesting...
Internal flow? How do you test that?
It's very simple. I can use alchemy if the elemental power is stored or accumulated physically within your body.
Sounds kind...
Don't worry. In the normal course of events, you'd feel some temporary...
And it...
If anything unexpected occurs, I've made... Well, it's not that there aren't any risks involved. Just a warning. If an internal elemental reaction occurs for any other reason... Yes, that's an excellent way to think about it. It's a type of ore known as star silver. But unfortunately, I'll take you to my campsite. We can gather some stars. All going to plan. We should be.
Paimon's still. Let's keep our eyes open.
Давайте на сегодня заканчивать, дорогие друзья. Было очень приятно с вами сегодня увидеться. Подписывайтесь на канал, ставьте лайки, комментируйте, подписывайтесь на мой телеграм-канал. Там я напрямую показываю все анонсы, что-то из своей жизни. Вот ссылочка на мой телеграм-канал. Подписывайтесь, как бы. Там будут все анонсы. Также на мой канал, чтобы увидеть вообще, как бы, трансляции самыми первыми. Так что, дорогие друзья, всем до скорых встреч. И всем... Бля, сейчас добежим. Во. Всем до скорых встреч, дорогие друзья. И всем пока-пока-пока.